Welcome to this look at a new mod map to Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here on Matopiba map 2K25 by Lostgamer, Granjeiro and Vergamini Modding. 502.47 megabytes to download. There are no required mods to download either. There is one custom crop. We got black bean, and black bean can be put into the ground using, using a seeder or a planter. You see on the end there, you've got the little black bean, and then taking out of the ground when ready to harvest is done with a regular grain header. So an additional crop thrown into the mix of crops we've already got. Contracts are available, and it is contracts plus. There are wood transport jobs, there's stone picking, a few bits and bobs like that, plus the other contracts on top of that, which is very cool. Slot count on all three game modes is 904, so you start with all the same equipment and machinery. You only start with 2 plots of land, but you don't start with a farm, interestingly enough. This is a, well, I would say pioneering is the wrong way, maybe, because you've kind of got to build up from your farm from nothing. But what I will say straight away, I mean, look at that. Look at that. The elevation change on this map, the way it's done. This was another one of those maps, every time I turned the corner I was like, oh, that'll make a good thumbnail, that'll make a good thumbnail, that's a good view. I really dig in the elevation change on that, and you'll see as we go around the map. It's very cool, very well done. The other thing as well to point out, I suppose, at this point, we start at 6 o'clock in the morning. Usually you start on maps at 8. We start very early at 6 AM. It does say there are 50 collectibles as well to be collected. So the map then looks like this. We start up here, and this is our low-lying area, and we climb up this way, we climb up that way, and we climb up a little bit this way as well when we get out to the end here. We're going to start here and we're going to do a strange loop round because I want to show you the detail. But what is very cool in here, field prices, plot prices can get pricey. Actually, let's go across go across to Farmland. There you go, makes it a little bit easier. So as you'll see there as we click on them, these ones out here, this is all kind of grassland, grass area for you to do whatever you want. And that's what I'm saying about pioneering. And what I'm really digging is that all of the big areas that have got sell points and stuff on, for example here when we get to this, the Matopiba mill, which is the big sugar mill, we can buy that plot of land. And you'll see when we get there, and there's another one down here when we get to later on, the scope for you to make it what you want, to add in more sell points, to add in productions, to add whatever you want to the whole mix, I think is brilliant. There's enough on here you can just come on and play. As you can see, we have got a ton of fields, and we're talking about a ton of fields and field prices. We've got some small fields out here, which again, not break the bank stuff. We've got some medium-sized ones up the side here, and then we move up to our larger ones as we go along. So we get a little bit more pricey, a little bit more pricey. These ones, yeah, they're up there. I'm not, you know, they're big fields. They're going to be more expensive, but with contracts available, I mean, you know. This one up the side here is kind of a forest plot, and again, the way it's done, you kind of drive along the side of this valley here, and you look down into the valley, and all the trees down there, you'll see as we go around. Very, very good. I'm really impressed, I have to say. I do not remember this map at all. So potentially it was only PC previously, or it might be one of those map tours that I missed. But as I'm going around, I don't remember the map at all. So anyway, what we are going to do though, we start here, and I said about the plots we start with. On New Farmer, we start with plot 62 just here, and we start with this field here, and that's it. We don't, like I say, no farm or anything like that. Our equipment is kind of split between here, over here, and out in the field. So we'll see all that as we go around. There are NPCs on the map. We'll kind of quickly bounce around and see them, and we'll get around and we'll get cracking. This plot here, not expensive, 8664. So on Farm Manager, will start from scratch. It's not going to break the bank. This one here is a little bit more expensive. So you might want to start on New Farmer. It's up to you. You might want to sell it. Just give yourself a bit of money. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. Obviously, we've started with $1 million. You start however you want to start. That, of course, is, as always, your prerogative. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to sleep till 9 or 8. We'll try 9, simply because, I mean, that's set at 8 o'clock, but we started at 6. Because the vehicle shop doesn't open till at least 8 or 9. So I thought it makes more sense to do it then. It gets quite bright. So this plot here, we have got a garage. The only thing in the garage at the moment is our header trailer. Our harvester is out of the field with the... Yeah, it's interesting they didn't take the header trailer with them, considering the header is on the harvester. Streets around here. We can buy these plots up. If, you know, like I say, most of the plots and areas can be purchased. Round the side here, Ben is out on the street for a chat, and just around the corner there, I'm not going to go around there, just around the corner there, Walter is just around the corner for a chat as well. David is also lurking, as he does, out on a street corner. That didn't sound good, but he is around the corner. We'll see him in a minute. Supermarket sell point is just here. Mercado. I'm not even going to try and do an accent. I started, and then my brain went, no, stop that. David is just there. We won't stop for a chat because we're a bit busy. We're very busy. We're going to get to that in a little while because that's kind of on our way out. So we'll take that in as we go. There you go. So those gates are locked until a certain time for the main vehicle shop. Just around the corner here, we've got the warehouse and warehouse sell point. So anything product related, you can sell at the warehouse. If you want to buy products, you can buy them here at the warehouse. So if you're looking for anything in particular, whatever it might be, you can come and purchase it from the warehouse. Across the way we've got a gas station. Watch for the traffic. Gas station is just here, and then right up in the corner we've got the restaurant sell point. Just up there in the corner there's the big restaurant there. And again, all of this, we click on these, all of these plots can be purchased. So when you look at all this open expanse, how many maps have we been on? And map tours have we done already on 25? Where I'll do something like this and go, it's so frustrating because you can't. But on here, you can. Brilliant. I like it. So it does give you a lot of scope. So, header trailer we had over there in our little garage. Over here, I assume they've been doing some work on it for us. This is not actually a workshop trigger. I don't think there was a workshop trigger here. But again, potentially gives you the option to put a workshop trigger in. If you buy the plot of land, this could be... I mean, there is a workshop next door at the main vehicle shop, so I guess. But if you wanted to run your own repair service, you could. So we've got a tractor here, seeder and cultivator just there. We're not going to grab that because we're going to grab a car. It'll be quicker to get around the map on a car. So we're going to go around into the vehicle shop. Vehicle shop, workshop out the back is also the reset point on the map too. So if we're coming through the main doors, just here, there's your vehicle shop menu. You can always go in from, you know, you can go in from the main, you know, your controller. You don't have to. You can open up your tablet if you want to. If we come through here, once work has been completed, unless we're an employee, of course. Out here, workshop is out the back here, and the reset point is just over here. So what I'm going to do, let's just grab something very quickly. We'll grab it as it is. Let's lease that. Jump in it, and let's get around the map. Yeah, I don't know. It's I guess because a lot of the maps we've had so far, not all of them, but a lot of the maps we've had so far on 25 have been ported over from 22 or previous versions of the game. And like I say, if I did miss this one on console, I do apologise. I just don't remember this layout at all. And as I... Is that a butterfly? Cool. And as I kind of went around and drove up here, I just smiled. It was that... not that it's a new concept, but it was just really cool. I just liked it. Supreme milk sell point. So this isn't a dairy production. This is supreme milk. Milk can be delivered to here. However, again, you can buy this plot of land. So if you want to put your own dairy on here, there is room to do so. I haven't bought up every single plot. The couple of plots I did buy to try off camera, I couldn't remove any of the buildings that are on them already. But there is plenty of room around each of them to put other things in should you want to. We'll just, yeah, we'll say it like that. That's the best thing to do. So after Supreme Milk, we come over here. This is Pioneer. It says Pioneer. I think it might just be a spelling mistake, but this is your Pioneer sell point on the map. Double sell point, just there, and again, can be purchased. So now we head out into the sticks. So we are going to do a slightly odd route round, only because I want to show you. So we're going to take a quick turning off here just to see where the rest of our start equipment and machinery is. Did I say what I got the slot count down to? I just sold all the start machinery and I got the slot count down from 904 to 858. I mean, it's low anyway, but if you don't want the start equipment, you don't have to. There you go. So our start equipment and our big field we start with here. But yeah, it's the vegetation as well. It's got a very lush feel to it. The lighting seems to be really good. The colour palette works well. It has that South American, almost jungly kind of feel to it, which works, you know. Oh, that was what I was saying. Build mode. I forgot to talk about what we get in build mode. Under build mode and factories, we have got a biogas plant just there, which we'll get to later on. And then the only other thing I think I found was under our sculpting section, under our paint textures, we've got where it says concrete, concrete and concrete, this kind of brickwork flagstone textures, that one there as well, a sort of hexagonal mosaic type pan. Very nice. And then nothing under trees, but under plants we've got these. Hang on, we've got these here. So this is under your Matopiba. These top four, I think it was, are added in on top of the base game stuff as well. So that was under your build mode. But then from here, it was just the elevation change is immediate. It's that steep, you know, you're climbing up out of the lowland up to a high ground kind of plateau. It's smooth, it's you know, I don't know. Like I say, it just made me smile. And a couple of times I kind of came up a brow like this and I looked back and I was like, whoa. And I stopped. I must have taken about 6 or 7 different screenshots to use as the thumbnail. And at the time of recording this, I haven't decided which one I'm going to use yet. I really don't know. But I just really like, yeah, I mean, look at it. We've climbed so high already. And then just here, on the bend, we've got the fair sell point. Noah is up here at the fair if you want to have a chat to Noah. But a little rest stop. I'm not sure actually. Is this what part is this of? Is it part of that? Yeah, so it's part of that plot there. So again with this, if you wanted to add in another sell point or you want to add some more decorative objects, a little cafe thing, you know, whatever's available. But Noah is here for a chat at the fair. And again, I kind of came over to the railing. I don't know. I'll stop saying it. I'm probably annoying people. So that's me. This may seem a bit of a weird. I don't know. I just looking across there. It's just the level of detail, the amount of work that's gone into this. And I know a lot of this. It's not land you can farm, but it just adds so much immersion to the whole. You know, the whole field. And we come out onto this huge plateau. Like I said, out on the left, and as we swing round, all these plots are available to purchase. Big grassland area, and you can do what you like. Do what you want out here. Add more fields in, build a city. It's entirely up to you. I wanted to climb out that way to show you that. I'm going to go straight back across here, because then we're going to do a climb down again. Again, just because I want to show you that. We are going to work our way around, kind of back around this in just a moment, but coming over here, this is the sugar mill, but it's the Matopiba mill, but it's not sugar mill. What am I talking about? The Matopiba mill. This is a sell point for sugar cane, and I think sugar beet as well. But again, you can buy the land. It's a big old factory complex, loads of room for, again, adding in all sorts of stuff. It's huge, and like I say, this whole facility can be bought. Cut through under there. So the actual sell point is just this little bit here. And look at all the room. There you go. There's your sell point. All this massive facility for the sell point just there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sweep back down into the valley and then come round that side bit I was talking about. Don't have to go over those way stations if you don't want to, but they're nicely weathered as well. That red dust. So what we're going to do now, again, it was more jungly than the other route up, and with waterfalls, and there's a couple of bridge crossings, one with logs, and it was that kind of added this element of danger. It was that kind of, it's going to be a treacherous drive up here if you come this way, you know, if you're feeling adventurous. Steep slopes and drops. Danger never takes a day off. As Mr. Pemberton says regularly. So yeah, I have to say that is one of the more realistic. You might look and go, oh, it's not at all. It's one of the more realistic waterfall animations I've seen on maps. I'm not going to lie. I like the look of it, and like I said, there's all different views out over different parts. I need to get out more. We'll slow down a little bit here, just so I don't end up in the drink. Whoa. So this is where we started out, but we're going to kind of skirt around the back of this. So, like I said, just skirt around the back, onto the road here, and head back out around. So we're going to sweep up here. Now we've got it's actually a lime station, purchase point for lime, but again, you can buy the land. So if you wanted to make it into a more of a sort of industrial facility for collecting rock or bringing rock, you could have a lime production facility on there that you bring rock to. You might decide you just want to have it somewhere you can come and collect rock if you want to do that. But all of this area to our right, again, another big facility, and all that's on it is the lime station at the moment. But there is room, because you'll often find as well on maps like this, you'll have a big facility with a sell point, but then there's no room around it. Even if you can buy the land, you can't really place much on it, but there's a lot of space. 2 bits here underneath for buying lime. I did buy this plot. This was one of the ones I did buy to see if there was anything, like whether there was a production or a factory bit that worked on here for that, but there are plenty of lime production mods out there. If we turn just down here, so this is that valley I'm talking about. We drive up along the side of it, but the valley runs down the right hand side here. Depends which way you look at the map. This is your animal dealer, and Katie is just over there for a chat if you want to talk to Katie. In that field that runs out, there are some cows. There are some cows in there, I'm sure there were, dotted around. Or did I dream it? No, there you go. There's some cows up there having a bit of a wander. And this was the bit I was talking about. So this bit is actually quite expensive. It's a forestry bit that runs around. The track runs all the way along, and it's down into the valley. So as you drive along the top, you kind of look down into it. Again, one of those ones, it's not going to be straightforward to do the forestry there and get it out, if indeed forestry is your thing. And if it's not, you don't have to do it. Don't go near it, it's fine. Okay. Up over the top. Oh, blimey, up over the top. I was looking off to my right to see if I can see anything. Turn it again. Pay attention to the road, MrSealyp. There's plenty of trees there actually. You do pretty well out of that. Like I say, it's a little bit more expensive, that plot. I think it's over $1 million. So you might want to build up to that if you want to. So we need to take a left here. Yep. And then turn here. And this brings us into the sawmill area. Again, you can buy the plot. The sawmill is just over here. It's a fairly small sawmill. Again, you can't remove the buildings. I couldn't even remove the sawmill actually, but the small sawmill here, there's a bit of space around, so you might want to put in a carpentry, or you might want to put in another sawmill, or you might want to add some more decorative items or whatever, you know. if the logging industry thing is something you like. Next door to that, we've got the biogas plant. Now this one is interesting in that out of the entire map, this is the plot you can't buy. And I thought, oh okay, well it'll be once you buy the biogas plant you'll get the plot. I did it off camera and I bought it and you don't get it. It's a standard biogas plant with regard to inputs and output of digestate. But again, I thought, oh yeah, again, massive area. If we look at the map, so we have come from, well, we started here. We took this route all the way out here. We went right the way across and went here to the sugar, or to the Matopiba mill. Then we took this route all the way down to the bottom. We followed this along to there, Animal Dealer and Katie. We followed all the way along the side there, Sawmill area, and we're now here. So we look on the map at Farmland. So that bit, all of this, you can't actually purchase that. And like I say, once I purchased the actual biogas plant, the land still wasn't owned. So you can't actually put any more stuff on here, which is odd considering the whole rest of the map. I think it works out over a mil. 1.18, something like that. Yeah. 1,180,000 to purchase the biogas plant if you want. So from here, we're going to go back this way because we can't get out that way. We are heading to, there's two more facilities. One is a bale sell point, and I think it does you cotton bales and stuff as well. But again with this one, if you bought the land and you're bringing bales here, especially if you were bringing cotton bales, you could also have it, you can bring your woolen stuff here. You could have a spinnery on there, you could have a tailor's for making fabric and stuff if you wanted to. I'm just thinking out loud of as my brain starts to work of, oh, I want, what could you put on here? What would fit in really well with this? There's a ton of bales already sat here, but this is your, there you go, it says cotton on there. This does show actually when I looked at straw was saying sell point bales, and this is the sell point bales. Big expanse here, and the sell point is all over here. I'm going to double check that because I don't want to give you the wrong information. I'm pretty sure if we come down to, where are we? Grass it was, I checked. Grass. Yeah, it says there bales, there we go. And this is the bale sell point. So it's not just cotton. You can do other bale types as well. And then next door to that, the biggest of the complexes, and again, scope for whatever you want, is the Lizard Agro Industrial Complex. So if we come around here and turn in, this place is so big, it has got its own staff accommodation, it's got its own football pitch, I think it's got a little restaurant in the middle as well, and it's just got a sell point on it, but all of this can be bought. Look at the size of it. I did try to get into the building, I did buy this off camera, but look at all this space. You can build a big old industrial park if you want. Football pitch to the right, although someone's nicked the football, so it's not one of the working football pitches, unfortunately. And then round here we've got accommodation. These aren't sleep triggers or anything, but there are plenty of sleep trigger mods in the mod hub. So if you wanted to put sleep triggers in here, if you were playing multiplayer and you wanted to have workers or something, you could. If we come down the side of the massive building here, the sell point is this little bit just here, just tucked in here. There you go, there's your sell point. Lizard Agro Industrial. We come back around here, actually a bit further along, and we've got this sort of car park area. Got some lorries parked out the front as well. There's some seating and benches outside, and whether that's like a cafeteria, restaurant type thing. But again, stick a sell point on, little bakery, I don't know, whatever you want to do. That would be entirely up to you. And that is the map. That is Matopiba 2K25. What I'm going to do is just turn out of here, and we're going to go out onto, I said we're going to, the side gates don't open. I did try that. You do have to go over these bits. Then we come out onto the road. Avoid pulling out in front of traffic. We are out into the arable countryside with some big old fields. We should have by now, actually, if we check in here, our contracts, there we go. Fertilising, harvesting, hoeing, spraying. We've got stone picking and wood transport. Some of these pay really well. Depends obviously what they're asking you to do on them. But this is all the agricultural section. And obviously that top bit where we came up originally all that open grassland, you can do whatever you want with. Plenty of scope for whatever you fancy. I really like it. I think it's a really well made map with a little bit of everything, I think. And I don't know why I'm so enamoured by that initial, you know, I just am. So again, that's by Lostgamer, Granjeiro and Vergamini Modding. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.